step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. First play of the game, and already an incredible catch. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Oh, he put everything he had into that. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Lamar out of the pistol. Here's a screen setup for Pacheco. Blast through midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That was Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Caught for big yards on the right side. Into the red zone. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Zone read, it's Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Walker now from the gun. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Luke knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Lays out left side and gets it. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Give up the middle to Harvey. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down, give to Harvey. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have second and pretty long here. Nix from the gun. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's brought down at about that 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos now lead by 10. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. LeJohntay Westert to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game in the first half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 4.
17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes the puck, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23. Here's Nix. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Third and long for Nix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
No, we changed it.
First down, here's Lamar. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Next one. Ready. Next shot. Hey. Cut.
Walker on first down. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Hand off to Walker from the gun. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from the movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
You see that?
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment.
Forward.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They're going to try to throw for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Has it downfield working the left. The 30. Gets the 10. Push for the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 28, Ravens 17.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's Wester on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
On first down, Jackson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Broncos will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Now Nix. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Down the sideline to the 45. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be first down Denver.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
At the 10-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So second down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Play fake, Jackson. And he is down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No, we changed it.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set now, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now, it's 1st and goal.
We changed it. Hey, report!
Lamar throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And send a receiver left. Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Jackson's throwing for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Captain.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Fits it through the middle. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos make it a 9-point advantage.
some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will...
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
34. Ravens 25.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with an up. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. This one's recovered by the Broncos.
Pretty clear case of the QB not finding anything open downfield, just trying to improvise, make something out of nothing. Quarterbacks not known for keeping as good a grip on that ball as the runners. He's got to punch free pretty easily for the turnover.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Adisa Isaac stops him there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Play action with Nix. Ravens get him. Down he goes. Offensive line fast.
Loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Fourth down, pass coming. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Lamar back to throw. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at it, selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Hey, middle.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Jackson keeping it himself. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Walker. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Brought in inside the 20. And what a play to end our 3rd quarter as he gets out of bounds with a ton of yards to his name. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Broncos with it here, hoping to close out a playoff victory. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Give to Harvey here from the pistol.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Nix off the play action. On him quick, and they bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Ready. 180.
Going for it on fourth. Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he lost the football. The Ravens pick it up. No return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
180.
Nice run left for Lamar. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down, here's Lamar. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
This one's to Rice out on the right side. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket. They're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They'll run. Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Big moments here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And he gets in! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens jump in front now by 5. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Harvey gets it on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Captain.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trailing by 5. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Middle.
Harvey once more. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. One drawn up here for Lamar. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win of the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.